Hey, what's going on, guys? Tracker J here. I haven't done a video in a little while, so I figured I'd pop in and do one since I am sitting here. So the FedEx account's going pretty good. They got me working Tuesday through Saturday. The night shift, obviously, that's all they do is the night shift. Hauling the double trailers from Cypress over to Missouri City, which is inside of Houston. Typically do about 2 or 3 runs back and forth a night, so keeps me pretty busy. A lot of moving around with the dollies. I kind of prefer the other route that I was on, going to San Antonio, because it was a little bit longer of a drive. You went there basically just one trip. You take the load over there, then you had to wait for about 2.5 hours, from like midnight to about 3:30 while they loaded up the trailers, and then you headed back. So it was just one trip because you had to wait for the trailers to be loaded. With it, the one that I'm doing now, Cypress over to Missouri City, it's only about 30 miles away. So the trailers are loaded up pretty quick so I can go back and forth. I've been having problems with the truck for probably about 3 or 4 weeks now with it leaking coolant, and I kept calling breakdown, kept telling them about it. I have had to put in probably 4 gallons of coolant in like a week, so it's got a bad leak. I couldn't figure out where the heck it's coming from. I'm not a mechanic, but I know that coolant only goes a couple of places. It either stays in the reservoir and goes in the radiator, or if it's leaking out, there's going to be a puddle underneath the truck. There hasn't been a puddle underneath the truck. I checked the oil, it's not milky, so it's not going into the block. Took it to Love's, they looked at it from like 2 o'clock till 8 p.m. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. They thought that it didn't have enough pressure, so they got a new cap, did that. Still having problems with it, so finally called them yesterday. So today's Tuesday, it's about, I don't know, 6:30 in the morning. Called them yesterday morning to tell them about the issue again. They finally got authorization to get it towed over to the Freightliner dealership in Houston. So with the truck being gone, my girl was flying to Shreveport, Louisiana, so that's where I'm currently at. So I drove up here yesterday afternoon to hang out with her. She just got on a flight to go back for her shift today, so kind of contemplating whether I should go back to Houston or not, because the truck's at the dealership and it's probably going to be gone for a couple of days, so it's really not going to do me any good to go back there because I'm just going to be sitting there in a hotel room, which they'll provide. So I called breakdown this morning. They did verify that it got towed this time. I tried doing this last weekend and they said it was towed, and it didn't. It was stuck there all weekend. So when I came down there to sign the paperwork for my new car, expecting it to be fixed, that's not what happened. I'm sitting in the new car now, by the way, which I forgot to do a video about. I need to do a video about it. It's a really nice car. It's got that panoramic sunroof. Pretty lit. Leather seats, heated, cooled. Anyways, I'll do a video of my car later. So I called them up this morning, verified that it did go over to the dealership. And so they don't open up till about 7 or 8 o'clock. So I'm gonna call breakdown back and find out if they looked at it, when they're going to look at it. If they did look at it, how long it's gonna take to fix, and all that jazz, so I can figure out what I wanna do. My girl's gonna go up to Arkansas for an overnight tonight, and she'll get there probably about 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon. From where I'm at now, it's about a 4.5 hour drive. From Cypress up to Shreveport was about a 4.5 hour drive. So I'm kind of contemplating just driving up to Arkansas and seeing her again tonight instead of going back to Houston if my truck is going to be down for a couple days. I'd rather, be with her and having some fun versus sitting in a hotel room by myself. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. I'm just kind of waiting for some time to roll by so that I can call breakdown and get it in an estimate on my truck. If they can get it in and get it fixed, then I'll just drive back to Houston today, and then you know, work my normal shift tonight. But if not, I'm just gonna drive up to Arkansas. So I got this new car, and figured that since now I've got the car, why not do some Ubering and some Lyft. So I have been doing that a little bit. Not a bad gig, man. I don't have a problem driving. I mean, I've been an over-the-road trucker, you know, for a while now. I don't have a problem driving. I can drive long hours. It doesn't bother me. So I've been doing that. I've been driving probably anywhere between like 3 to 5 hours a day on the weekends, and I mean, I'm making, you know, $200 or $300, and I was really shocked and surprised on how much money these Uber and Lyft drivers can make. So I drove my car up to Cyprus, to the FedEx facility. I took a rental car down there, and then I just drove this car back. So I figured that while I was there, I'd do some Ubering. When I went home to sign the paperwork for the car, I was there for a couple of days. I did some Ubering in Austin, and then found out, you know, how easy making money was. So I decided, hey, might as well drive it back up, keep it at the FedEx facility, and then when I get off of work, do some more Ubering, or on the weekends when I'm off, to make some extra cash. So it's working out pretty good. Signed up for the Uber and the Lyft. One thing that does suck though is this is a 2014, and I guess Lyft's stipulations for driving in Houston is it's got to be a 2015 or newer. So I can't Lyft in Houston. Austin, they don't care, so I can do both in Austin, but I can only do Uber in Houston. So while I was sitting here in Shreveport, Louisiana, I was like, well, I've got a few hours to kill, so why don't I try to Uber and Lyft? So I open up the app, and I get a error message with Uber. So I'm looking at it, I'm trying to figure out what the heck's going on. I'm going through their website, called them up. So apparently Uber doesn't have the ability to temporarily change where you're at. So when you sign up with them, it's only in that state. So since I signed up with them in Texas, I can drive anywhere in Texas, but I can't drive anywhere else. So that's a little irritating. I just got off the phone with one of their customer service reps and found out about that. So that does kind of suck. They're only able to allow you to drive in the state that you actually live in, so I can't Uber. I do have the Lyft app on though. Lyft makes it easier, and it gives you the ability to drive in other states. You just fill out like a quick form, lets them know, you know, that you want to drive in this other city, and yada yada. I got a text message back and an email like within 15 minutes saying that I was approved. They switched it over, and I was able to go online with the Uber app, and or, I'm sorry, the Lyft app, and be able to do that here. So right now there's a lot of cars around my area, so I haven't got any calls yet. So hopefully some come through, so I'm not just sitting here like a weirdo for too much longer. So that's what's been going on with me. Just doing the FedEx route every night. Nothing super exciting's been going on, so I haven't been doing a lot of videos about it. I mean, it's literally the monotonous same stuff. Take 2 trailers over there, bring 2 trailers back. Take 2 trailers over, bring 2 trailers back. Haven't had any issues other than the truck leaking coolant, so really no reason to do any videos. So man, people drive in Louisiana are crazy. So anyways, that's what's going on with me. Just waiting for a couple more hours till the shop opens up so I can call breakdown back and figure out what's going on, figure out what I'm gonna do with my day, if I'm going to drive up to Arkansas or drive back down to Houston. So, but I figured I'd pop in, do a video, say what's up. I will do a video on the car in case you guys care and want to know about it. I like it. It's a really nice ride. It's got every option that you can think of. It's got the turbo in it. black on black, black exterior, black interior, leather seating. Heated and cooled seats in the front, which is really nice. It's got heated seats in the back. It's got power everything. The only thing that I wish this car had was the adaptive cruise control, where you're driving, it's on cruise control, and someone, you know, if you're coming up on somebody, it automatically would slow you down. This car doesn't have it, but it does have the sensors, the blind spots, the backup camera. It does have everything else but the adaptive cruise control, so I like it. Alrighty guys, well, I won't bore you anymore with my exciting videos. But if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below, send me an email. If you haven't done so yet, hit the like, share, subscribe button. Ring the bell, you'll get notified when I do put new videos out. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, you know, comment down below or send me an email. I'll try to get back to them pretty quickly as far as either the Tennessee truck driving school that I went to school with, or Total Transportation, if you've got any questions about the company. Overall, I do think that it is a pretty good company. I do like the fact that they don't have forced dispatch, so if you don't want to go somewhere, you just tell them no, which is really nice. I know a lot of these other companies, they do have forced dispatch where you basically have to go where they tell you, or they fire you. So that's what's going on there. And the paid orientation is nice too. A lot of other companies don't even do that. So anyways guys, well, I will go. If you guys have any questions, like I said, hit me up. So until then, you guys have a great day. Look out for yourself and one another. And until next video, Trigger J is out.